All right, next story. Am I the asshole for telling my sister I can't attend my brother-in-law's funeral? So this is a 23-year-old woman. My sister, who's 28, her husband recently passed away in an accident. This is a shock and absolutely devastating for us. The funeral is coming up soon. I'm sure all of you know Taylor Swift is currently on tour, and tickets for that were notoriously difficult to get. I've been a fan since I was a kid. My first ever concert was her Red tour. Her music has gotten me through some of my hardest moments and also part of my best memories. It might sound dramatic to some people, which is fine, but I truly feel Taylor and her music is a massive part of my life and shaped who I am. Me and my friend managed to get tickets to the Eras tour. The funeral is the date of our show. We want to get to the stadium by 5 at the latest. It'll take about 40 to 50 minutes to get there, possibly more depending on traffic. And of course, I also have to get ready before that and have a specific outfit/costume I'm planning to wear. The funeral is in the afternoon and the timing is very close. I wouldn't be able to make it to the stadium in time. I told my sister gently, I'm sorry, but I can't make it to the funeral. She didn't take this well at all and completely went off at me, calling me selfish and a bunch of other things. I get she's grieving, so she's probably saying things without thinking, but even our parents are calling me unsupportive and selfish for not coming.
And what else?
And? Okay. I want to point out something that I feel is important, is that it's very clear that they all live close together. Like, I know if someone passes away and they're in a different state or something but they all live in the same town or area.
They're not even mentioning that it would be difficult to attend. No. What's difficult is the traffic because of when the funeral might end.
But also, I'm pointing that out because it's like they probably knew each other really well. Like, this is not like a brother-in-law who I met once or twice. Like, I'm just laying the groundwork.
And it's your sister's late husband, so you have no idea when the funeral's gonna end.
Oh, you're funny, bro.
I mean, holy crap.
Yeah, no, that's rough.
You're a bad person.
I just don't think that person has the ability to step outside of their own world. Like that's a level of like
look at it. Yeah.
Well, it's not even like an excuse. It's like that level of delusion of being like, no, you don't understand how hard these tickets were to get. Like I'm like something was messed up along the way.
Yeah, they even said Taylor Swift was like really formative and really important in my life, like throughout my life. It's like that's your older sister who's been there your whole life. Like what? I would never say that Halo raised me more than my family, even though I spent a lot of time playing Halo. I'm not about to maybe Halo raised me.
Yeah. She's probably been locked in and this life-changing event happens and she's unwilling to like be like, oh, this changes things for everyone. Like her sister probably has a bunch of stuff she was looking forward to that's gone thrown out the window. It's like, man, like that's
having a husband for sure.
I mean, like it's such a devastating, like dude, to be 28 and to lose your husband.
Yeah, I don't want to.
Is crazy. That's different.
I would never be 28.
Okay. A question is like, is it ever acceptable to miss something like a family member's funeral? I would say, and maybe I'm bad for this, but like if it was like, your 95-year-old great-grandfather died. Am I messed up for being like, okay, like we hardly had a coherent conversation for 10 years?
I've missed 2 family members' funerals. Like life happens, stuff comes up, there are things that are unmissable, maybe finances are too difficult, like that happens. But to be like we're in the same town and it's a Taylor Swift concert, here's my 2 fixes for that. 1, funerals have music, play our song once.
Yes.
2.
Our song.
Can I hit the chord real quick?
This is gonna get forever. Thing number 2 is, not to make this about me, but look at the way I dress. Am I headed to a funeral or a concert right now? I don't have to switch. Oh, traffic's a little bad. I'm already dressed.
It's pretty smart.
And you can dip out at a certain point when everyone's gathered around, like throwing the dirt on the coffin. You can just like,
I think
you can make it to both.
Also, they were like, listen, we want to get there by 5 p.m. because we want to get to our seats and have at least 40 minutes. Like, the way that they're outlining it is not like they want their day to be perfect, and they're so inconvenienced by the death of their sister's husband. That's just messed up, man.
It's totally, there's really no excusing this.
Yeah, push the funeral.
Because I have missed a funeral, but it was in a different state, and it was like, I didn't miss it because of like, oh, I'm going to a concert. I missed it for like, reasons that my family was like, oh yeah, of course, like, and nobody had a problem with that. And it was like a very old relative. It wasn't a tragic sudden death. So we've got some comments here. You're the asshole, and your sister and likely the rest of your family will never forgive you.
Yes.
This is a joke, right? Please let this be a joke. Also, Taylor would be ashamed if she knew. You are the worst. Ooh, that's how you get to her.
That might have convinced them to go to the funeral.
Oh, dude! What if the sister calls and gets it in, like tweets at it, and then in the middle of it, Taylor Swift is just like, before this next song, I want to give a shout out to Kelly in the front.
1 second, can you bring the spotlight to scene 243?
This next song is dedicated to, and then they show the brother-in-law's face on the big like jumbotron. And they're like, it's dedicated to him, who you're missing like today, like just like you're a bad person, and I hope he curses you and haunts you forever.
Can I offer an alternative to that?
Yeah.
Sister goes to concert. Everyone's just like chanting, Taylor, Taylor, Taylor is late. Taylor is nowhere to be found. Boom. At the funeral, everyone's just like sitting there grieving, and then all of a sudden, coffin, poof, open. Taylor pops out with a microphone and then starts singing our song.
I love that it's our song.
Ask me to name one other Taylor Swift song.
Name one other Taylor Swift song. Our song is.
It's her best one. She peaked early.
This might be really controversial, but I think we can all agree that our song is the only good Taylor Swift song.
It's the best one.
Yeah.
I actually think that like I would edit. I'm gonna edit that out.
Yeah, that's gonna get us. Yeah.
You're the asshole. I'd never speak to my sibling again if they chose to go to a concert over my partner's funeral. I agree. I can very much see this being real. When my husband died, his sister-in-law skipped his funeral because she had tickets to a popular movie that opened that weekend.
That's worse. That's worse.
And she wanted to avoid spoilers. So she went to a Marvel movie instead of my husband's funeral. Oh my God.
She already knows how that story ends.
Yeah, like, dude. Oh my God.
Swear, I would spray you with a hose like Cat Neighbor. Every time I saw you.
Dude.
Never again. Oh my goodness.
That's atrocious.
Yeah, that's pretty rough.
Yes, it is atrocious.
That's like crazy.
I don't think there's a level of mental gymnastics you can do to like write this in your favor.
Yeah.
Like there's just not like there's no details you can leave out. There's nothing.
Look, we are all fanboys of things. Like I know, like I'm a big fan of a lot of like pop culture stuff. I know you are too. But I also have a sense of reality, and I know that those are things that I do for fun. And if my real life has to take a front seat, it's like, hey, this is just for fun. I can give this up at any time.
Yep.
Like that's crazy.
100%.
Like the price you are paying to go to that concert or that movie is so much more than the $50 you spent for that ticket, which is how much movie tickets are now. All right, let's move on to the next one. We got another petty revenge here. You don't like your boyfriend seeing me braless in the dorm? Then he won't. I don't know where this is going.
Okay.
I live in a college dorm on an all-female floor. I usually wear a bra if leaving the dorm building, but I'm not going to put on a bra under my shirt just to walk down the hall to the bathroom.
Damn right.
A few days ago, I left my room and walked 10 yards down the hall to the water fountain, refilled my water bottle, and went back to my room. I was wearing a white tank top and no bra. The tank top was fitted but not see-through, so you could only see the outline of my nips. There was a small group of people hanging out in the hall outside of a few of the rooms. But I didn't think much of it until around half an hour later when I got a knock on the door from one of the girls I had seen in the hall. She said something to the effect of, "Hey, so sorry to ask this, but if you go out into the hall again, could you put a bra on? My boyfriend's out there and he was staring a little, so..."
What?
Oh my God, get your mans, dude.
Get your man.
I'm
Yeah.
super non-confrontational, so I was like, yeah, sure, sorry about that. And for the rest of that night, anytime I left my room, I put a bra or sweater on.
No.
And that was the end of it, or so I thought. The next day, my roommate told me she'd overheard the girl telling a few of her friends about the incident while in the bathroom. She said the girl was making it sound like I'd been purposefully trying to seduce her boyfriend, wearing basically nothing, taking my time at the water fountain, posing to push out my tits, the whole works. When she left the bathroom, my roommate said the girl was actually acting it out at the water fountain, pretending to be me.
Oh, I'm pissed.
That night, I passed the girl and some of her friends on my way to go brush my teeth. I wasn't wearing a bra. I was already in pajamas. The girl looked pointedly down at my chest, and all of them started giggling. But the last straw was when the entire dorm got an email from the RA yesterday saying she'd gotten some anonymous complaints about people dressing inappropriately in the hallways and asking that we all just make sure we're keeping things covered up. So here's where I got my petty little revenge. I knew that the girl's boyfriend doesn't go to college here. The girl and I were in the same orientation group and chatted a bit back then. I also knew that due to the pandemic, we aren't allowed to have non-student family guests in the dorms this year. So I used the same anonymous complaint form to issue a complaint about people bringing their off-campus boyfriends into our dorm and them not wearing a mask.
That's right.
Masks are mandatory in the hallways, although not frequently enforced. This morning, the RA emailed again saying that due to anonymous complaints, they'd be enforcing the no off-campus guests rule by checking IDs of unfamiliar guests to make sure they were students from then on. Really, this girl should be thanking me. If she was concerned about her boyfriend seeing the vague outline of my tits in the dorm hallways, she no longer needs to worry.
This one gets me fired up.
Yeah.
I am not okay with women shaming other women. This made me so mad. Like, that is straight up bullying and shaming. That's why we can't wear bras anymore. Okay?
Well, also, I think there's a lot of deep-rooted shame and judgment and insecurity from the other girl, and
Yes.
she's
Oh,
not,
yeah.
and she's doesn't know how to express it, and there's some issues between her and her boyfriend, and some sort of mistrust,
God,
insecurity, and
Yes.
she's projecting it onto another woman. But hopefully, she can learn and grow, because
That's gonna cause her more pain in the future.
Yeah.
If she thinks that women just being themselves is affecting her relationship and causing problems in her relationship. You have to look at your own relationship.
Yes.
Get your man out of there.
Look at your own relationship with women and men and your own body and how you feel about other people's
Women
bodies.
should be bringing other women up and like.
It's sad that she probably
Yes.
didn't say anything to her boyfriend. Like,
I
nothing of it's like, hey,
know.
don't fucking stare.
No,
Like,
she was probably like, oh, you stared at her boobs? It's the woman's fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, he's over here like, like, and she's just like,
tongue's like,
hey, he can't help it. Sorry.
Gosh, she's like, babe, hey.
Stop it.
He's like, ooh.
He can't help that he's a wolf from a Looney Tunes cartoon in the 40s. There's some comments. I'm also pretty petty. I have to tell you that before I got to the end, I was thinking if it were me, I would walk down the hall in my bra, but with no shirt. I mean, hey, it's wearing a bra, which is technically what she asked for. The OP responded, ha, if I had the confidence, I totally would have.
That's funny.
Someone else said, I like how him looking at your tits somehow means you need to correct your behavior. That bitch is nuts. That's what they said.
That bitch is not.
Someone else said, nipples through a shirt? Next, you'll tell us you regularly flash your ankles to nobility, you utter harlot.
Okay, that person's pretty fun. That person's like, I'm gonna have a fun joke with
Oh,
this.
yes, that's a very Reddit response right there. Yeah, insane.
I like that response.
I think she was justified to go even further with more revenge, but this was perfect.
It was perfect.
Perfect petty revenge.
yeah.
What's hard is like they're in college, and in college you're just really figuring yourself out.
Yeah, man.
But if that happened and she was in her 30s, she would have been like, excuse me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
She would have been like, sure, no problem, and then just been topless.
Oh,
walking
yeah.
around, getting water in the cooler, like, morning,
Oh,
good
yeah.
night.
Yeah.
Like, but in college, it's so hard. Our brains are molded, and we're all insecure, and we're all figuring it out. But I hate when women get other women to gang up, and that's specifically making fun of her body, straight up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember when Florence Pugh went out in that dress and her nips were showing through, and people were commenting about it?
No.
Yeah, they were like, just like being so harsh about her nips, and she's like, excuse me? Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah.
It's why we have to like I was just talking about this the other day. I'm like, why can't I go without a bra? Well, I would get the cops calling me. But honestly, like, I just feel like it's like we've just shamed women's bodies so much. If I could go so deep, it's like we've shamed women's bodies. Like, there's no help for us to like be a woman. It's like
Yeah.
tampons and pads. It's like, cover it up. shut that down. And it's
We're
like, what?
even now, like we're being shamed always, constantly. Like that's kind of always like the topic of discussion is what this person.
Did you? Yeah, I could see her nips.
Yeah, everything is.
I remember in like improv class, it was like, blah blah. It's not wearing a bra. It was so distracting. It's like,
What?
she has boobs.
It's especially crazy when you think about the tropes over the years of all the college stories of like dudes streaking and like whatever, and like I feel
Nobody
like
cares.
a dude literally, I mean, because you hear stories like a dude can run across campus in college naked, and it's kind of like, haha. Do you see what?
That guy's hilarious.
Do you see what Dave did? He's such a legend, and it's like he's not like it. Guys do get much more of a pass for that.
And then a woman is literally in the comfort of her home, technically.
Yeah.
She's in the comfort of her home, getting water from the bubbler. Like, dee, I can't wait to stay hydrated. I'm a good person. And it's like, you slut.
I know.
She's in the comfort of her home.
Yeah, like her boyfriend shouldn't be there. Like leave. Get a life.
Yeah.
Did you never bring your boyfriend to your college dorms?
I didn't really go to college, but yeah,
I did.
I went to my boyfriend's dorm and.
Everyone had their boyfriends in their dorms. And none of them had a problem with, although I went to Western Mass, so it was like, naked.
Well, let's move on. Am I the asshole for telling my wife why she doesn't have friends?
Oh.
First, my wife is an amazing mom to our kids. However, she makes her entire life about them, to the point I ended up telling her that's why she doesn't have any real friends. It's like every day of the week she's running to kids' events or something of the sort. Basically, being a mom is her whole personality, which, in my opinion, comes off as extremely off-putting to others. I, on the other hand, make time for friends and to socialize. One weekend a month, I go with my buddies on a camping/fishing trip. I fit in game night one night each week for a few hours. We rotate whose house, which bar we go to with a board game. And one night per week, I also go to networking events, which not only helps me build connections in my professional life, but also gives me adult socialization time. For me, this time is super important as it allows me to be my own independent person and more than just a parent when I'm not at work. My wife does none of that. She always uses the kids as an excuse. They have tutoring, theater, music lessons, sports, martial arts, etc. She has herself so busy trying to be a supermom that she's driving away potential friendships by making herself constantly unavailable. I've offered to get a sitter if she'd like a few hours to go out now and then, but she insists if I do, she just use that time to catch up on chores around the house and try to get a nap. I finally told her that she is the #1 reason why she has no friends, and I do.
Wow. So maybe he could reword this as, why isn't my wife as much of a neglectful parent as me?
Yeah.
Literally.
Oh my God. So some context, I guess that this was in the comments. They have 7 kids.
What?
Including a newborn.
Okay, so when I said neglectful parent, I said it as a joke, but now?
For a second, I thought maybe they had like kids who were like 13 and 15.
Yeah.
Or something like that where I'm like, okay, yeah, you don't have to be,
Yeah.
but like,
Right.
no, these are little kids and a newborn. Holy he has, can you imagine having a newborn and having time to go to 2 different events every single week?
A fishing trip?
Like, no.
Also, networking? What the what?
This
No.
guy is such an asshole. Oh my God.
It sounds like, I don't know, they just really don't want to be around their children.
This sounds like, did Peter Griffin write this? This sounds like a joke. Because, you know, when I initially read this, I'm like, oh, and I'm thinking like maybe they have like 2 kids who are older. I was like, maybe she's also an introvert and like just doesn't want to.
Yeah.
But she's exhausted. When she's like, oh, I need time to do chores or take a nap, it's like, this guy doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
I mean, like, taking care of like one kid is a full-time job. I can't imagine the logistics that are required to keep 7 children alive and functioning. And yeah, I think it's good to like be able to like step away. Like, I think there's a nice balance, and it doesn't seem like they have that balance.
Well, I think he already pointed out the flaw too. Like, even if she did have free time, she's like, I'm not gonna go out and make friends because I need to sleep.
Yeah, I'm
like,
exhausted.
That's what I'm gonna do if I
literally-
have any free time.
I have no time. There's a comment that refers to the concept of invisible labor. Is that something you guys have heard of? He's clearly unaware of how much work she's doing.
Yes.
Right.
Like there's a lot of work. She's working multiple jobs essentially.
Yeah.
And he's oblivious to that fact.
Right. Well, in a way, he's also kind of addressing it by being like martial arts, tennis, dance class, whatever. Like, are they magically going to get themselves there?
That's
like
what's
somebody's
strange.
got
He seems to be aware, but also unaware.
Yeah.
Like he's really, really dumb. He has probably gotten so used to like things just being done.
Yep.
Like dishes are done, the bed sheets are made, everything,
House
and
is
he
clean.
just thinks it probably just happens
Yeah.
magically.
Yeah.
And he doesn't realize no, she's doing
Yeah,
everything.
do you know you have to feed kids 3 times a day at least?
And you know what, though? He's making her job harder by being another nuisance in her life, by being like, also make friends, because being the mother of our 7 children isn't enough.
Yeah.
It's really sad. I hope she's probably just too exhausted to like to have the emotional toll of like telling him she needs his help and that he's a head.
And for probably like most of their marriage, she's been pregnant also.
Yeah.
I know, man. So,
oh my gosh.
So the OP left a comment. There's only so much I can take hearing about the kids without ending the conversation. I can't imagine how boring any else would find it. Every day it's 15 did A, 13 did B, 10 did C, 8 did D, 6 did E, 3 did F, and baby did G. It's like, yeah, because they're actually doing that. And that's her job is to handle it.
6 is asking, where's dad?
Yeah.
Like her like role in the family is essentially like CEO of humans, you know?
Oh my God.
Yeah.
She has to manage.
Seven-
Even
seven
God's
kids.
like, I don't know if I've made that many.
7 is like the max that I would ever do.
Wait, seriously? You would get up to 7?
I don't know. I feel like I've always said that. Like, and that's only if my partner was like, I need 7 kids. If they were like, I need 8, I'd be like, look, I'd give you 7. And
Wow.
that's as much as I could do.
I would not. No way would I.
Well, hopefully, my partner isn't this asshole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Nobody should.
Well, just don't marry a Duggar.
Yes, Dad.
7 kids, and I don't know if any of them are going to talk to him once they turn 18.
If they've even met him.
Someone else said, am I the asshole for rubbing my social life in my wife's face? He legit does not understand what the problem is. She's been married to this clown for 17 years. I wouldn't even have one of his kids, let alone 7. Makes me glad I have no uterus. What a gaping asshole.
Well, I mean, he is a clown because her vagina is clearly a clown car.
Ian.
Sorry, I had to say it.
I've heard this discussed that there are certain numbers of children that are easier than others, right? Once you have it's a certain amount of kids, the older kids start having to take care of the younger kids.
Certainly.
So I guarantee you, the 15 and 13-year-old have more responsibilities in this house than the dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that also leads to like issues later on.
Oh, they hate him.
I suspect he's coming from a certain culture that expects the women to take care of all that stuff and the men to do the work, and then that's it.
Yeah, and he's like, the added task as well, like, you need to have friends. You need to
Yeah.
also be
Yeah.
somebody that I am attracted to,
Right.
and you need to
There's
have
just-
more.
There's a lot of stories like this where there's zero inclination of him offering to help in any sort of real way.
Yeah.
Like he's not going to sacrifice anything himself.
Yeah.
No, he's got a
very
network,
selfish.
bro.
He's got a network. At the
Whatever
end,
that means.
at the end, he's going to be like, and also we're excited to announce we're going to be having an 8th child.
Yeah, seriously.
Yeah.
My best guy friend just told me he's in love with me 2 days before my wedding.
Okay.
I've been with my fiance for 3 years, engaged for a little over a year. My best friend and I have known each other since freshman year of college. We are all in our early 30s. This morning, I woke up to a long-ass text from my guy best friend that he had sent around 6 a.m.
Sorry. That's crazy.
Basically, it was him pouring his heart out. He said he's been in love with me for years, but always hoped I'd end up breaking up with my fiance and finally noticing him. He asked me to call off the wedding and run away with him. It said, I needed to tell you before it was too late. I just feel gross and sad. I have no feelings for him beyond platonic love. I've drafted a response and deleted it over and over. I haven't even told my fiance. I don't want him to have to worry about me so soon to our wedding. I know I need to, but I don't know what to do or how to phrase it. What's worse is that he's become my fiance's friend too. I'm also pretty pissed that my friend chose such an unfortunate time to cause me such distress. There were so many times over the years he could have just bucked up and told me how he felt. But waiting until right before I'm married, like I would just cancel my wedding and leave my fiance because of a goddamn text. I want to tell him to not come to the wedding. I can't trust that he wouldn't try to pull something. I don't even know if I want to talk to him again. But the thought of losing my best friend is heartbreaking. Hell, the thought of not having him at my wedding is really painful. He's put me in an uncomfortable, impossible situation. I wish it wasn't on me to deal with these feelings for him. I wish he had either stopped being friends with me when he realized us ending up together would never happen, or had told me a while ago. I don't want to kick him while he's down, but I need to make it clear that I have no feelings, the wedding is still on, and I don't want him to attend. We have been friends for over a decade. I've been crying over this all day. I feel almost disgusted, knowing that this whole time he had ulterior motives. How do I even go about dealing with this? I'm supposed to get married in under 48 hours. Edit. I'll be showing the text to my fiance after he gets home from his brother's. I won't send anything until he's here with me.
That's good. I like that.
She's
I like
very
that.
smart.
Yes,
I
she
want to
is.
say, like, this is the most
Well-rounded.
mature response to this you can have.
Yeah.
But also, I'll say, being on Reddit 2 days before your wedding, kind of sad.
Oh, that's also true. That's also true.
Okay, I hope they end up together.
Okay.
What?
I'm not gonna lie. I kind of hope they do too.
Her and the friend?
I famously will always fall in love with my best friend. Famously straight or gay, bad, and I'm always like, it could happen. It could. I want to believe that it could happen.
I like it in the sense of if this was a movie.
Yeah, and that's
But
what this
in
is to
real
me.
life, in real life, I feel
No,
like that
no.
would never look or be as good as
Yeah.
the movie.
Not the wedding. It's the wedding part that's fucked up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's been so much thought and
Yeah.
planning and tickets bought and
Also,
money and
I'll say, it's not the wedding part that's fucked up too. It's the text part.
text.
Yeah, not a call.
Well, it's
not in
it's
person.
6 a.m., so maybe he was. I mean, I don't.
A letter would
6
do
a.m.
it.
is a crazy time because that means like, I could say like, oh, he was maybe very very drunk, but like 6 a.m. is a weird
Too
time.
late to be drunk and crafting it. She would have said that the text message made no sense. She'd have been like, it looks like
Yeah.
there's typos, grammatical errors.
That's really he's going through it.
Yeah.
He's really going through it. If you're in that headspace at 6 a.m., oh my God.
At least the guy in Love actually like wrote it on posters.
Right.
Yeah.
All right, let's cut that out.
Actually in love. Actually in love.
Okay.
Okay. Are you ready for this update?
Wait,
my God.
did we guess?
I mean, you're guessing. I mean, I like the prediction of you're hoping they end up together.
Yeah, I think because of this
Or
format,
you're thinking they're gonna end up
my
together.
brain's going crazier because I know that these people are always just
It's
these
always-
stories are always wild.
And I'll give a crazier guess. I'll give a crazier
Okay.
guess. That he's protecting her from something.
Oh.
The fiance's done something and he knows and he doesn't want to tell her, so
Interesting.
instead it's easier to do
Okay.
this.
so a 6 a.m. Hail Mary
A
text.
6 a.m. Hail Mary text, like he knows the best man, I
Okay.
mean, the groom has been sleeping with someone or.
Okay.
Or okay,
Last one?
or we're gonna get the update that the fiance came home, and then they got into a huge fight, and then they get married, and she's not with him. Ah! I don't know.
Okay.
Somehow I'm trying to win.
Right.
My husband, I love being able to say that now. This is later.
Oh my God, but we don't know who she's married to.
Who's your husband? Which one?
My husband, I love being able to say that now, and I got back from our honeymoon yesterday. I turned on my phone and opened the Reddit app, and it was still signed into this account. So I had an oh yeah moment and figured I'd post an update. So a lot of people here really helped validate the icky mess of feelings I was having. Thank you for that. Posting here really helped put my thoughts into words. So that night, my fiance got home from his brother's. I let him sit down, and when I showed him the text, he read it, and I watched his eyes get bigger and expression angrier. Of course, I started apologizing like an idiot, and he told me I didn't owe him an apology for anything. We talked, and he told me he figured the guy had a crush but kept it respectful. And really, he had. We were close, but beyond a side hug during greetings and goodbyes, there was no physicality. I even let him read out past messages just to see that there was no emotional affair or me leading him on. I never even vented about my fiance when we would have arguments because I knew better than to do that. I'd talk to my mom, lol. So my fiance asked me what I wanted to do, and I said that while it did sadden me, I didn't want him at our wedding. I was afraid that he would try some nonsense. We typed up a very brief message. It said, "Friend, I'm sorry that you mistook my friendship for something more. The wedding is going to happen, and it'd be best if you didn't attend. To be clear, I let fiance read this message, and he stands by my decision to uninvite you. We wanted to make it clear that that it was me who wanted him not to come, not just my fiance. Knowing him, he'd probably claim that the fiance forced me to uninvite him. He read the message and left it on read for a while. I honestly started getting pretty anxious over it, and my fiance asked if I wanted to block him. Part of me wanted to, and part of me wanted to hear him out. And when he finally responded, the text was so long that I had to click on it to read it. It was horrible. He called me a liar for leading him on for over a decade, that he hoped my fiance left me and that we were infertile.
No.
It was just horrible thing after horrible thing, and I started crying. Fiance took my phone into the other room while I sobbed. I think he called him, but I'm not sure. What I do know is after about an hour, he came back in, handed me my phone back, and told me that my friend was now blocked on everything, would not be attending, and the best man and my maid of honor knew of the situation and would handle it for me. It was like a weight lifted off my shoulders, honestly. After reading that message, I really wasn't so sad that my friend wouldn't be attending anymore.
Yeah.
And our wedding fucking rocked. We had the time of our lives, surrounded by people who loved us and we loved them. It still feels like a dream, to be honest, and if the friend tried to show up, I never heard anything of it. I guess that's the update. It's not nearly as dramatic and crazy as what people hope for. I feel like, but I'm happy. Yeah, so that one was a little more predictable,
Right.
I guess, but you know, it's hard to know with these stories. Some comments on here. Dude saw Love Actually and thought he might be the one to make the wedding scene work for him where it failed on screen. So disturbing that someone you considered a friend for over a decade could turn on you that quickly because you don't want to sleep with them. He
That-
was hiding the real him for a decade.
That's what I was thinking. I was like,
Yeah.
homie has confused love with obsession easily because that is not how you treat people you love.
Right.
That you don't do that. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I mean, I that guy has to think if he was pretending, and that's what it was. He was pretending to be someone's friend.
Yeah.
For that long, it's like, what are any of his friendships?
Yeah.
Like, does he have any actual friendships?
Yeah.
Like, or is it all just transactional that
She
he's
said
hoping for?
they were friends for 10 plus years.
10 plus years.
See, I have another friend right now that had like a falling out with her friend. And I have this weird thing that I think like if you're like 5+ years, 10 plus years of friendship, it shouldn't be able to be blown up in a second.
No.
Like everything should be talked out, at least like tried.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that was just one and done. He wished you infertile and that was
Yeah.
it.
Insane.
Like-
yeah, absolutely insane.
It also probably made it easier for her.
Oh,
It's like,
my God.
Now I don't have.
Oh,
I don't
yeah.
Yeah,
storming.
probably hurt so bad, but also, yeah, I guess you could say the silver lining is like, okay, now I get to just
Right.
completely remove him from
Yeah.
my life.
That.
Because there's no, I mean, him doing that 48 hours before the wedding, there's no coming back from that anyways.
Yeah.
Like, I guess it could have been really complicated if he was like, I'm so sorry.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to, that was wrong of me. Or if he drunk texted that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then
it
that
would've
would be
been
really
different.
hard. Like
Yeah.
that. Then if he's like, I
Yeah.
didn't want to send you that. I didn't want to say it.
Yeah,
My
it's like
friend
but-
took my phone.
Yeah. Oh my God, that was Jeff. That
wait,
was
I
him.
thought this was somebody else.
Oh, sorry. I thought that was my other friend of 10
person.
years.
Oh, sorry.
Oh my God, my
was
cousin
getting married.
typed something stupid on my phone. He also made my Facebook status, I love poop. Remember when you used to do that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One more comment. As someone who has had feelings for a friend and never moved to a romantic level, this dude fucking sucks. They've known each other for years, and he decides to shoot his shot right before her wedding. And then his reaction when she told him she didn't think of him that way, gross. Beyond gross if you actually love someone, truly love them. Then you want them to be happy no matter what. You want to be in their life and have them as your friend and talk to them and laugh with them and cheer them on at all the good moments in their life and be there to support them during the down times. You don't throw away that kind of friendship with someone just because they won't fuck you.
Yeah.
If you genuinely love them, that is. This dude is just a selfish ass who gives off clear incel vibes, and OOP is completely right to yeet him the fuck out of her life.
You
Yep.
did or you
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's sad that it's obvious that it was like he viewed her as an object for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, because if he really did care for her as a person,
Yeah.
You let it go.
He
You
would have
let it-
also. He would have also had clearer vision to go, oh, she's really happy in this situation.
Yeah.
You
I mean, he
know?
made
but
it
she
easy.
clearly couldn't. He couldn't think that way.
I think he made it easy on her. Him being
Definitely.
a clear
Yeah.
asshole at the end is just like clear block.
Yeah.
Instead of like your best friend being heartbroken, that would have
Right,
gotten
then you have to, like,
messy.
yeah.
And he doesn't even feel bad about it.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe someday, maybe
Yeah.
years from now, he'll
Definitely.
suddenly wake up.
Hopefully.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next one. We've got some bangers today.
We do.
And mash? Okay.
Am I the asshole for asking my roommate to be more polite toward my guests? Oh, flip side of it. Okay. So I, a 20-year-old woman, live with Erica, who's a 27-year-old woman.
I don't think that's
She's usually nice and cleans up after herself and all that stuff, but we had an issue recently. Last week, a guy, Josh, 21, I'm seeing, came over sometime in the evening. When he arrived, she was in the kitchen cooking some kind of curry. Josh and I went up to my room almost right away, and once we got up there, he sort of awkwardly said that he absolutely hates the smell of curry. Can't really be around it because it makes him want to barf, and he had to leave. The last time before that, when Josh slept over, apparently Erica was blowing her nose an ungodly number of times in the morning. He could hear it because her room shares a wall with the bathroom, and it grossed him out a ton. Apparently, he also heard her fart super loud when he went to the bathroom late at night once too. Basically, he thinks she's super gross and as a result can barely stand to be at our house. We've actually had discussions about getting serious, but he said the Erica thing is holding him back from it since he didn't feel like he could date me if he didn't think I had the kind of friends he'd want to be friends with or set up with his friends.
I'm sorry. I'll be quiet.
Or be set up with his friends. This morning, Josh came over and Erica was hard boiling eggs, and again, the kitchen smelled like farts and he had to leave. I love that her roommate is Shrek Fiona. Okay.
That's how he sees her.
I confronted Erica about trying to be a little less loud, cook less smelly food all the time because I feel like it's really rude towards Josh that she's literally making him so uncomfortable that he needs to drive back to his house 25 minutes away and waste all that gas. To my surprise, Erica, who is normally calm and polite, I've never seen her mad before, even when I accidentally ruined some of her expensive kitchen stuff. She didn't even ask me to pay for it because accidents happen. Got really angry and said that she wasn't going to adjust her whole life for random people that I'm sleeping with. I was really hurt by the random people comment because it's not like I'm sleeping with different strangers all the time, and told her all the things Josh had said about her just being generally disgusting, like with the nose blowing sounds and the farting, and she said her bodily functions were going to happen like it or not. I was still hurt and told her it was no wonder she was still single at her age. Damn. That she couldn't show basic respect to other people, and also said the thing Josh said about not wanting to be serious with me because he thinks I surround myself with bad, impolite people. Erica then said the reason he isn't committing to you has nothing to do with me. It's because you're gullible enough to believe him when he feeds you crap like that. Once again, I'm not changing my life or magically stopping my bodily functions because of someone who has not said more than 2 words to me at a time. I basically just walked away crying at how much it had escalated, and now I'm posting here.
Oh my God,
Bro.
I have so much to say.
Please.
I mean, okay. This guy sucks.
Yeah, he sucks.
This guy sucks.
A lot.
Those kinds of people who have to blow their nose and fart, that's just a person.
Yeah.
This
I farted
guy-
3 times since this story.
I think this guy is a racist piece of shit, and he's being shit about her, because the curry was like the first red flag. If you're just like disgusted by the curry, the smell of curry, I'm like,
That's a recurring.
what is your palate, dude?
That is a recurring bit here on Reddit stories, is people really judging other people's food.
Yeah, and
that's-
saying-
it's generally like you're the asshole.
Yeah,
for
but
judging
saying
that.
those kinds of people is like, okay, it's a done deal. You're weird.
Yeah.
Like, I can't believe like that this, and it sucks that the OP is like, yeah, you need to make yourself smaller for this man I'm seeing. Like,
Yeah.
gross.
Yeah, I also don't like that he said like, you should hang out with people I can set my friends up with.
Oh yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
This is a very specific type of guy, and it's not a good one. And what's crazy is when people write these stories, they write it, you can't help it. You try to write yourself a little bit like the hero.
Yeah.
So if this guy is coming across this bad to us, like, how bad is he really?
Yeah. Oh, she's OP is 20, the guy is 21, and her roommate is 27.
Okay.
And I think that's also just like, once you're like, as you go through your 20s, you start to like be like, you know what, man, I'm gonna fart at home.
Yeah. I bottle mine up.
You know what? That's maturity.
That's true.
That is truly maturity. That's being like, I don't give a shit. Like, I'm at home. I am literally at home in my bedroom. I'm gonna be blowing my nose. I'm gonna be farting. I'm gonna cook the food I like. Like this sorry.
No, please.
The funniest thing. This is like sitcom funny. Like this is a line I wish I'd written like in a pilot of him being like, babe, I want to be serious with you. I want to, babe, I want to get married someday, but I don't know if I can because your roommate farts. That's what he said.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
And the thing is too, ideally, the one issue that I ever got from that other roommate is the fact that she was some random guy. And at first I was like, ooh, that's a little slut-shamey. And then I realized, 20 and 21, they haven't known each other that long. And he's literally just like, I want to marry you, but she's stinky.
No.
And I'm
It's
like,
not
okay,
even, it's
well,
not even married.
y'all are
Because in the
children.
beginning, she says a guy I'm seeing. She's saying getting serious. She wants him to just be her boyfriend. He's a boy, and he's just coming around to
You're so right. And the roommate is right in that it's
opposite fart.
The roommate is right in that
Sorry.
Jail.
Sorry.
the roommate is correct that it's the reason he's not committing has anything to do with her. He's not committing because he doesn't want to commit to her, and he's making up excuses of why he's I can't be around that often, babe. I'm sorry. It's because
Yeah, we just had sex. I can't stay and cuddle because I smell curry. I gotta go.
Exactly. Actually, I'm gonna relate this back to my life again because I've had a lot of roommates, right? In college, I did have one roommate who cooked food that was very stinky. However, it had nothing to do with anybody's background. He chose bacon and onions as his exclusive food. He would cook the bacon and then cook the onions in the bacon grease. Sounds great, smells bad. We didn't have AC, there was no way to get the air out.
That's
and so it just smelled like
that's a thick smell.
it's a thick stank. And the grease hung in the air. And I never said a word to him. And I will say though, I did have a lot of trouble finding romantic partners at that time. Nothing to do with the bacon and onions. Nothing to do with the bacon and onions. So
so there's some comments here. OP is so insufferable, but I'm also cracking up at this Josh person. He can't smell curry. Hard-boiled eggs drive him out of a house. A woman farted in her own room while he was taking a shit in a house he doesn't own, and he thinks she's gross. Good God, someone come get this man.
don't call him a man. He's a baby.
No, he's not a man.
He
He's
is a baby.
boy.
That is a baby. You're the asshole. It's her home too. If Josh is so uptight about a woman doing unwomanly things in the comfort, safety, privacy of her own house, maybe you two can shack up at his house where women don't fart. Hashtag Team Erica. LMAO, this has to be fake. Just in case, you're the asshole massively.
Yeah, I think I actually did hear this one a long time ago, but it's so funny to hear it again. It's still just as infuriating.
Yeah, and also he doesn't live there. He has no right to dictate what other people
No,
are gonna do.
he thinks he has the
And she didn't have a problem with her before he was in the picture.
Yeah.
So no. And
That's
also
also the difference,
I love her admitting and she's always been really nice, especially when I up her really expensive and she was really nice about it. It's like, okay, dude, you owe this woman.
Yeah.
But the age difference between 20 and 27 is more than 7 years. It's more than 7 years because there's a lot of growing and maturity that happens at that time.
The comment also of this is why you're single at your age of 27 is
what in the world?
Time to put her out to pasture.
Yeah.
Time to put her on an iceberg and just push her
Just
out.
keep staring at the sunset, Lenny. Think of the rabbits.
It's f***ing ridiculous. All right, moving on. So guys, as our final thing, this is completely different type of thing.
Okay.
Very different. This is not a work. I mean, this is a guy. He's doing a job.
Aren't we all?
So this is a story about a guy who's self-employed.
What's about to happen?
He's self-employed. I
Okay.
found this story right before we started filming this. I was on my phone and I came across this Reddit story and I was like, no way, we gotta read this.
No way.
It's just awesome.
Okay.
It's just an awesome story
I'm so ready.
about a job.
About a job.
Our unpopular opinion: sucking your own dick doesn't feel good.
Wait. There's the tweet, or there's the thing. It's like, sucking your own dick doesn't feel like getting your dick sucked. It feels like sucking dick. and for some people, that's their thing. And
So a couple months ago,
oh, there's a story.
I found out that I was able to suck my own dick. And when I say suck my own dick, I don't mean simply licking the tip of my penis. I mean full-on deep-throating my entire cock.
Whoa, they're a pro.
When I first found out about this, I was so excited, and I immediately began sucking my knob. Though I realized it wasn't really pleasurable at all. It felt more like I was sucking someone else's dick than somebody sucking my dick. Don't get me wrong, there was some pleasure, but it was completely overshadowed by the feeling of having a penis in my mouth. I wasn't able to focus on the sensation of being sucked off since all the focus was on having an entire fucking dick in my mouth. It was a surreal experience to feel all my cock veins and stuff in my mouth. We'll probably cut some of this. It was a surreal experience to feel all my cock veins and stuff in my mouth, but it wasn't what I was looking for, you know? And no, it wasn't because my head game was trash. I actually became...
It sounds like it's because his head game was
Yeah,
trash.
I think his head
I
game's trash.
actually became pretty good at dick sucking because of my special ability. So yeah.
That's my secret, Captain.
So yeah, sucking your own dick is nowhere near as... I love this as a TED Talk. So yeah, sucking your own dick is nowhere near comparable to somebody else sucking you off. It just isn't as pleasurable as people make it out to be.
Who's making it out to? I've never heard anyone be like, dude, you gotta check this out.
Gotta check this out.
I think I'll just stick to jacking off instead.
Amen, brother.
So this...
yeah.
I guess this was posted a couple of years ago, but I just saw it today. There's some comments. Imagine being this insecure with your sexuality. This feels good, but oh noes, I don't want to think of myself as gay. OP responded, I didn't feel good though. That's the point of the post. Don't get me wrong, there was some pleasure, but it was completely overshadowed by the feeling of having a penis in my mouth. It felt good, but oh noes, I can't get over how it threatens my tiny insecure masculinity. And then he responded, I just don't like the feeling of having dick in my mouth, okay?
Okay.
Okay? That's all he commented.
And he was gone.
That's
Then
all he
was like the
commented, then he
wind.
disappeared. I saw that title. I added it once I saw the title. I was just
Yeah.
like, that's
You have to.
awesome. I love that that's an unpopular opinion. Like, guys, unpopular opinion? Sucking your own dick?
I've never
Not so
seen
good.
anyone be like, you have to try this on the internet. And I've seen people argue for everything on the internet. Like, you gotta
Right.
do
Yeah.
this, you gotta do this.
But I've never seen
seen anyone be like, dude, you gotta get good
try
at this.
this.
Dude, you gotta do it.